French nobleman turned prostitute turned day laborer.
Ooh, Yaoi review.
Hi everybody, it's Corbin, and today I'm here to talk to you about Gerard and Jacques. This is by Fumi Yashinaga. We shall read the back and delve into the nitty-gritty. As far as romantic first encounters go, meeting in a high-class brothel isn't typical. Gerard becomes Jacques' first and last patron when he buys the boy's freedom for the boy after sleeping with him. However, Gerard gives Jacques a challenge. Can a spoiled child of nobility survive on his own and earn a living without selling his body? Jacques raises to the challenge and ends up as Gerard's houseboy doing manual labor. Gradually, he begins to see that Gerard is not quite the savage he first thought. But will this revelation lead to something more? This is rated M for mature. It's published by Blue. Now, let's start off with art style, because that's the easiest thing. It is a very dated kind of late 80s, early 90s kind of style. It reminds me of like how the original Sailor Moon was drawn. It's not unappealing by any means whatsoever. It's dated. That's the easiest way to put it. Now, this is an older yaoi. This is kind of along the line, because I love period romances. I love period dramas. So this is what made me get this. Blue published a whole bunch of period pieces, and I want to get them all, so at some point I will probably acquire them all, but I need to get stepping onto that. Now, art style, aged, but appealing. As far as the plot goes, though, with this one, it starts off as it says, in a brothel, Gerard buys Jacques for the night, then he buys Jacques after they're done having their whole tiff love romance thing, first time sex. And we discover how big of a prude Jacques really is after that. We discover he's a very, very good Catholic, he's very devout, masturbation's a sin, looking and lusting after anything is a sin, gluttony's a sin, and all of this. He is very much so a devout Catholic, which I was not expecting. That's very kind of abnormal in a yaoi sense. Usually there is some sort of struggle. It's usually just a conscious morality one, not a religious one. So that's interesting, and to see that slowly crumble away is very nice. We get backstories for both Gerard and Jacques. Jacques, his father pretty much gambled away all of their money, all of their estates, and his son's body away. He gambled everything that was of value. And then when his father died, they took Jacques and threw him into the brothel. Now, Gerard, his backstory is a lot more tragic. He came from nothing. He was just a common kind of college student, is the easiest way. He was going to university when he fell in love with an aristocrat's daughter. He married the aristocrat's daughter. Well, the aristocrat was like aristocrat during the kind of French Rococo time. So they were promiscuous. They slept around. She had told him he has to act like aristocracy if they're going to be together and allow her to continue these things. He agrees. That quickly crumbles apart when a child is born and miscarried in the beginning. And we see how that relationship kind of wounds and hurts him and prepares him for his next one, which is with Jacques. Now, I loved this story. I'll be quite honest. It took me less than 30 minutes to read. Which, I love to stare at pictures, so it's partially the fact I wasn't so mesmerized with the art, but it was just so compelling that I kept reading. I kept going. Oh my god, what's going to happen next? When they did flashbacks, they were awkward, but not so abrupt and jarring that I didn't know what was going on. So, I really thoroughly liked this. This is a really good yaoi. Fumi Yashinaga does a great job. Yashinaga. Oh my god. Fumi Yashinaga does a great job. I mean, this is such a mastery. I own the second one. I'm going to read the second one. So, I'm ecstatic. I would encourage you guys to check it out. I think it is very well worth someone's time to read. It is a very compelling story. And it's not just smut. No, that I forgot to bring up. With the smut in this, it is not actually fluffed. There is no polite little mist around genitalia. You see hand around members, and you see that stuff. So this is very much so an M for mature. There's no PG-13 this up. This is very adult. And I think that's kind of what I liked about it. The sex was part of the story, it wasn't a major motivator for the story. It was just part of the plot line. It wasn't like, oh, they had sex and that is all they do. It reminds me a lot of the way they use sex in Crimson Spell. Is it Crimson Spell? It might be Crimson Moon or something like that, but it reminds me of those sex scenes. It's very good, very evocative, very provocative, very much so just something that happens, not something as a vessel to, as the plot. It's good. So sex is part of the plot line. It isn't the plot motivator, I guess is the way to put it. So yeah, if you guys have questions or comments, shoot them down below. Give me a like, a favorite, subscribe, and share this with a friend who likes yaoi, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. You like what you see? Then... subscribe!